start the presentation, so enjoy.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you again. How are you? I'm Brooke, and this is Naomi. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're glad that all of you could make it. I'm particularly excited because I'm so happy to be able to partner and work with a product that I really love, I really use. It's a very organic relationship for me. And we'll get into all the technical reasons, and I think you've got a lot of information probably in your little gift bag. But I have melasma, and so I need coverage. And I used to be a girl who wore no foundation, and liquid foundations for me, that heavy, that base face, it's not something that I'm a fan of. So this, mineral coverage, it's light, it's natural, you get full coverage, it's a beautiful veil, but it still feels really light and healthy. So I love that, and I'm excited about it. And I don't know if you've had a chance to see the infomercial, but there's just so many great, great makeovers that we did. The product is fantastic, and we're just excited to kick it off today.
Yeah, really, absolutely. So I guess we'll just get started. This is Christy, and Christy has she has some skin pigmentation, a little bit of melasma, dark circles, and we're going to take care of that today with the sheer cover system.
And it's so easy to use.
Yes.
I mean, even if you didn't have something.
Yeah, no,
like
it really
Naomi,
is. You don't. No, but I'm actually going to start with the base, the perfector, because we always need to start with the primer. It has additional protection against the sun, and it creates a nice base for us to put the mineral foundation on.
Do you mind if I talk through some
please
key
do.
points
Yes,
while you go? And there's a lot of different ways to use the makeup. And, one of the things that one of my favorite products is actually the trio. So I keep that compact with me, and I like to even spot cover sometimes on a day where I don't need so much heavy coverage. I'm able to sort of dab, and don't be afraid of it. When we first started using it, I didn't realize that you can really get in there and get quite a good amount on your hands, and I can just spot cover. And on some days I use the minerals, and on some days I just use the cream, but it's really nice and creamy, and it doesn't settle, and it's not heavy, and on some days we use it all.
I know, it's true. And then another little fun product is the brightener, and you can just use the brightener underneath the concealer just to punch up the brightness of the foundation, or you don't even need to use it at all, but what you'll see is that it will add a little glow. I won't do it on this one, I'll just go straight into the concealer.
Great. And when we spent days working together, we had a lot of women come in who weren't really familiar with different styles of makeup, women who were very intimidated, and one of the things that came up for us was the challenge of really finding the right color for everyone's skin, or going to a makeup counter, or realizing that sometimes the wrong color, I think, can make your skin look even worse, especially at a time of sort of ageless beauty and everybody wants a more natural look. That was really challenging, and the colors are an incredible match for all different types of skin. And it's a 5-minute makeover, which for me, I think is really fantastic. So which ones are you using now?
Right, I'm using the trio. I'm using the light medium trio. I used the lighter concealer in here, and now I'm just going over with the darker, which is nice because you can switch between the two to find your perfect shade. I'm just gently pulling it also down her cheekbone, just to give her a little extra coverage with the skin pigmentation that she has. And you can use your finger, you can use the brush. I love to use my finger because of the heat. I know. The great thing is these are so smooth and creamy, and they go on without tugging the skin. They're gentle, that you can totally use a brush. With some concealers, they're so thick that they really do tug at the skin. But I'm just a finger fan.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what's so amazing about it, is you get that full coverage without having to use a lot of the product. And I usually do the same thing. I kind of spot with the concealer, and then I'll do the swirls and put on the mineral foundation, which was great and even, and it does have kind of a silky glow to it. And there's another shimmer, little compact right here that's really nice as well, where you can highlight and you can use as a bronzer. I use it sometimes on collarbones. You can use it for a little bit of contour. I think there's 3 brushes that come in the package. But it's a really great, easy, smart system. And like I said earlier, sometimes I just have that little compact in my my little...
Yeah, that you can just use that one.
It's great.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. No, the trio just for coverage.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking good.
Yes. So what I'm actually doing is just to save a little bit of product, is if you just put it in the lid, swirl it around, tap it in, because you want to keep all that.
And don't be afraid of it, because it all really moves nicely.
Yes, it really does.
Just depending on what kind of coverage that you need. It's also natural and it's hypoallergenic, and so your skin breathes. It's not like a liquid. We did a demo for the infomercial where we took, was it cheesecloth? We took some cheesecloth and showed the difference of actually a liquid foundation and how it just seeps and kind of grabs, and what we were able to do with the minerals. But even with a full face on, your skin is still breathing and you're not breaking out, which is a really great component for a lot of women who have trouble skin. That looks great.
Yeah.
Takes away the shine.
Yeah.
You don't have that dull matte look.
And you can see there's like no line of demarcation, like they just blend in instantly, you know?
And there's a lot of light reflecting properties that are too technical. We don't need to get into all that.
Yeah, it's smart technology.
But the makeup looks great in any kind of light.
Yeah.
And we even had some fluorescent light experiences.
Yeah.
And we were quite pleased with that.
The harsh studio lighting and the high definition cameras. And there's basically two minerals there's lots of minerals, but two components to the minerals. There's the light reflecting ones, and there's also the soft focus ones. And
it's a good combo.
Yeah.
And I'm using it now on television as well, and in today's age of HD where everything shows, TV makeup is pretty outrageous. It never looks great in person, but it's changing now because there's a lot of new products, and I'm able to use this on TV days as well and get full coverage, which is really nice.
So the fun thing about this trio, you can swirl it all around to get again, tap it in, because what you want to be careful of is not doing this, as you probably all know, because otherwise you're going to get the light, the medium, and dark. You really do need to have it blended in nicely. So I push it all in, so I know
the magic touch.
Yeah. It's the lid.
Which gives you a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of sun mist.
You're going to add a little colour. And then, for instance, if you just wanted to do some contouring, just grab the middle one or the medium one, however dark you wanted to go. And you could just come down here and do a little contouring. And then maybe up here.
But in 5 minutes, it's even, it's full coverage. I'm a foot away from her. It doesn't look like she has a full face of makeup on. We don't see base, we don't see lines. It's all blending. That's what I really love about it. It really looks natural.
It really does.
How does it feel? It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. And we did demos. We spent 2 days. We did, wine spots. I've been treating my skin for years for melasma, but I had the incredible dark baby mask after I had my poor child. My son really stuck it to me, but dark, almost black spots, and it wasn't just a little bit. I had it here and all over here, and trying to find the right color for that and experimenting with every different type of product to cover was really challenging and really, really frustrating. And to finally get it right, it was like heavy, goopy. So this was amazing for me, and then to be able to find a color match in one little compact is pretty remarkable.
And it's easy, it really is. I mean, all I am doing is swirling a brush. And, I'm just grabbing the lighter one now, and to add a little, maybe highlight here, or here, or if you just close your eyes, you could just use it as a base for your eyes, where you want to put some eyeshadow on. Tip of the nose, the chin, the décolleté.
Yeah, and don't be afraid of it too. I mean, it blends so nicely with the skin, and I think it wears well all day long, which is really great.
No, it really does. You barely have to touch it up.
Looks good.
Yes. I wish I had something close to you. Oh,
No.
you know what? Hold on. We have these lash lengthening, our favourite.
Oh yeah, good.
Yes. I forgot about these.
Fake eyelashes in a bottle.
Yeah, this is a really unique and interesting product. I haven't seen anything like it. If you just look down. Obviously, it's a mascara, but what's the really cool product is the fibers.
Lash lengthening fibers.
Yes.
This is really cool.
So what you want to do is just base the lashes with one coat, and if it's just a day look, you're good to go with this. This is amazing mascara. and this will give you
Unless you want loads of lashes
Yeah.
to use in the daytime.
So you could just leave it at this, but if you want to take it from a day to a night, then I'll put this back so I don't get that with my face. You can see it happen. So these are the fibres, and I would just take off the excess because you really don't want to dump them on the lashes. And what this does, if you go from the root to the tip, they're just going to gently drop into the lash. It's going to fill in any space, so it's going to thicken your lashes, and then also it's going to add length to the end of them. Maybe if I should have not done one so you could see the difference.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I even put this on. But it's really good. You should really take time with these lashes because it's fiddly, but the results
A heck of a
are...
lot easier than gluing
Yes.
on individuals.
And it's not going to damage your lashes.
Yeah.
Like with all these extensions and the glue, it's really not healthy. But this is.
Have any of you had a chance to play with the product yet?
Okay. And you can just keep building on this. Like,
That looks great.
do you know what I mean? Like one layer. Who said that's enough? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That looks great. That's amazing.
Like, bam.
Yeah,
And like you can just keep building and just go crazy. Okay, I'll do the other one.
Fun as well.
Yeah.
Even her out. Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. Like this one there. Actually, one trick that I would say is if you are working with these, is to do one eye at a time because it's better for the first layer to be wet, so the fibres attached to the...
Good to know.
Yeah.
So you do mascara first,
Yeah,
fibers, then mascara.
Yeah, because I actually think that this has dried too much now, but I can fix this. So,
Looks good, Christine. And it's really that simple.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I mean, it's the concealer, or sometimes it's just the mineral foundation. It's healthy, it's natural, it doesn't clog your pores.
Yeah.
You're going to get full coverage that you need with a really nice silky veil.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, lashes.
Lashes. Any questions?
So you put the fibers on. You put the fibers on after the mascara, even though they're white. Do they dry clear?
No, they don't.
Okay.
You put them on. You have to then reapply the mascara over the top to turn them black.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you don't see them. You never see the actual fibre itself.
And I noticed that you were going from the top down. Is that just because that was easier with this,
Yeah.
or would you normally go
I
on
always
the
do
bottom?
that.
I know.
Do you?
Yeah, I do actually. Just because, often even though you didn't have powder, like when you've done all your eyeshadow, so much powder has dropped onto your eyelash. Even though you might not see it, when you do it this way, when you blink, other people can see the powder on the top of your lash.
I also feel like it gets the tips.
Yes.
So I always do
Yes.
that. I always apply my
Down
mascara
first.
down first and
Yeah.
then up, so it's the double layer, but then you don't miss the tips.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah. What else can you teach us? Give us a few more
I
tips.
know.
And the highlighter,
Yes.
you have fun with that too, because
Yeah.
you remember we did little highlights
Yeah.
here, a little bit on the brow bone,
Yes.
the white one, right, for
Yes.
just a little bit of a glow.
Yeah, and you really can just put it anywhere. It acts as obviously a highlighter.
We did a little on the lips, right? A
Yeah.
little bit in the middle of the lips. For,
Yeah, like I would do, like if you're wearing a lip gloss, you can just put it in the middle. It will just, obviously highlight the middle so it makes your lips look a little bit more plumper. You could just hit it here too, that like creates a nice effect. Obviously down the nose, just anywhere that you would put a highlight. What else? Just trying to think, there's so many fun things.
I think
that
we're
you
going
could
to play a little bit, right?
Yeah,
We've
I
got
think
some
so.
different stations set up, and we'll let you get your hands on the product.
Yeah.
And everyone is actually going to have a gift bag that includes all the different products. You can play with it and find
Oh,
out what
great.
color is
Yeah.
best for you. And because obviously when you have a professional makeup artist, they can just kind of take a look at you, but that's the beauty of playing with makeup. And
It's really simple to use.
And then I know a couple of you actually wanted to maybe do a little bit more one-on-one questions. So if nobody has more kind of public questions, sessions, we can break. Everyone can kind of go to